Part 4. Money Management. What is money management? One of the most important aspects of managing your facility is knowing when money your facility received has been deposited into your bank. The Payment and Product Sales section and other sections of the software track when your facility receives a payment. The Money Management section of the software tracks when the payments to your facility have been deposited in your bank. Using the Money Management feature will give you a better understanding of your cash flow, help identify possible employee theft, and create reports you can use to reconcile your bank statements. A record of all payments your facility receives accumulates in Money Management. This is similar to how cash, checks, and credit card receipts would accumulate in a cash register. When you are ready to deposit your cash register payments in your bank, you deposit the cash and checks at your bank and record your credit card, debit card, EFT, direct debit, or other payments. In the iGoFigure software, when you are ready to confirm that your payments have been deposited in your bank, you process the payments in Money Management. To process payments, follow the steps below. If you do not process your payments in Money Management one day or for several days, all of your payments will continue to accumulate in Money Management until you are ready to confirm the payments have been deposited in your bank. If a payment that you processed fails for some reason, for example when a check is returned or a credit card fails, Money Management also tracks the debt by assigning the customer who made the bad payments to collections. This does not mean a collection agency will harass your customer. The iGoFigure software designates customers who owe you money as in collections, so you can keep track of who owes you money or exclude them from your facility. How do I access Money Management? From the main menu, click button number 10, Money Management. Click on the top button, Money Management Wizard. You will be prompted to select which date to process payments. The default date will be today's date. Click OK. Note, payments can be processed up to 14 days in advance, which would generally be used before long weekends, vacations, etc. You will see a list showing all sales, payments, and dues. The items you will see on this list include all membership fees that become due and have not yet been processed through Money Management, all items recorded through the Payments and Product Sales feature since the last time Money Management was run, and all items that remain unprocessed. You may now choose which items are to be processed by clicking in the Select column at the right. To process all items, check the Select All box. A few tips. Click the Print button to print the list of items currently in Money Management. Click the Details button to see a detailed breakdown of the items you have checked off, organized by both sales type and payment method. As with all other information grids in iGoFigure, click on the column headings to resort the entire list by that column. Clicking the Advanced button will allow you to void, owner comp, or send to collections any item. Void. If a transaction reaches Money Management in error and you want to delete the transaction, the void feature should be used. Voiding a transaction will remove it from all areas and reports in iGoFigure except the member's record, where the voided transaction and reason for the void is noted, and the void report. Owner comp. This feature should be used if you want to mark a transaction as owner complimentary, meaning that you do not want to charge the customer for the transaction. Send to collections. You should send an item to collections if the member has not paid you for a transaction and you want to indicate this past due amount within iGoFigure. Clicking on any line item in Money Management will allow you to view the original receipt or change the payment type for that item. Once you have selected items to be processed, click Next. The Money Management Wizard is a process in which bank deposits, including paper checks and currency, credit cards, and electronic funds transfers and direct deposits will be automatically processed. All you have to do is click Next. Using the Money Management Wizard. The Money Management Wizard is easy to use. Follow these steps. The first screen shows that there are bank deposits to be processed. Click Next. A deposit ticket will be displayed, which may be accepted by your bank. If you do not need to print the deposit ticket, click Next. iGoFigure automatically prints check drafts. Load the special check draft paper into your printer and click Print. If you do not need to print the drafts, click Next. iGoFigure will ask whether the items were successfully processed. If there was a problem in processing, for example, your printer jammed and the check drafts and/or deposit slip did not print, select the second option. When you select the second option, the items that were just processed will remain in Money Management. To reprocess the items, go back to Money Management at any time. iGoFigure confirms bank deposits have been successfully processed and that credit card transactions will be processed next, if there are any. A list of all credit card transactions will be displayed and can be printed. iGoFigure assumes all transactions were successfully processed. If a transaction fails, for example, a credit card was declined, use the Collections feature, also explained in this guide. Now bank deposits and credit card transactions have been successfully processed. EFT and direct deposits are next, if there are any. Like the credit card screen, the EFT and direct deposit screen shows a summary of all EFT and direct deposit transactions. iGoFigure assumes all transactions are successful. Use the Collections feature to identify any financial transactions that failed or were dishonored. Once all three types of payments are successfully processed, you may print a Money Management Summary Report. The Money Management Summary Report is a detailed, informative report showing all items processed during this Money Management Wizard session.